Two. Hello, welcome to Workforce Wednesday. My name is Emily Petnato. I am the Workforce Development Specialist at the Greater Scranton Chamber of Commerce and your host of Workforce Wednesday, which is streamed live on Facebook on our Facebook page every Wednesday at noon. Joining me today is Hendrick Manufacturing. Thank you for taking the time to join me. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Emily?
Good. If you could start by introducing yourselves and tell me a little bit about your role at Hendrick.
Well, go ahead, Chris.
My name is Chris Rickard. I am a custom fab lead man, which entails second in the department. I'm also a programmer and an operator of a trunk laser, including a bunch of other different jobs too out in the plant.
My name is John Watt. I'm the Director of Operations. So anything to do with operations, quality, safety, production, all of it kind of falls under me.
Great to meet you both. Can you tell me about where Hendrick is located and what you manufacture?
We're located in Carbondale, Pennsylvania, and we're a very diverse business. Our niche is metal perforation. Started off in mining and ag mainly, and it's evolved from there to the point where we do semi-truck parts. We're an OEM provider. We make a lot of architectural projects. Facades for buildings is a good example. Sunscreens, wind shades, all sorts of different things.
So what are the positions you're hiring for?
We're hiring machinists. We're hiring machine operators. We're looking for general labor. We're looking for customer service and sales. Really, across the board, really, we have quite a few openings right now.
Generally, are you looking for people with a certain skill set in certain jobs, or are you open to high school graduates?
So, traditionally in manufacturing, a lot of companies look for people with experience. And of course, we would love to find someone that, has perforating experience, but it's a very niche market. It's a niche skill set. There's not a lot of people walking around with that type of knowledge. So we've kind of created a sort of apprenticeship program where we could bring someone in that is, fresh out of high school, or maybe they just want to make a career change and they don't have experience in manufacturing or specifically with perforation. And we'll invest in our employees and train them. Absolutely.
Could you explain a little bit more about this apprenticeship program?
So when I got here, the company had a lot of tribal knowledge. It had a very seasoned workforce that had very specific skill sets. And, the workforce it's hard to find people that have a vast amount of tooling or machining or perforating types of knowledge. So that was a weakness for us. And we wanted to put something in place that would, create a more stable environment, obviously, for the business. What we did was put in this program. I call it the progression program. And it's basically a tiered program that would bring someone in who's never worked in manufacturing and teach them how to read a blueprint, teach them even how to read a tape measure if they need help with that. And all the way up to becoming a tool and die maker, let's say, or whatever the highest skill set in that ladder they're working in. So it's a paper that each and every person gets, and it has kind of tiers to it, and that's also how we compensate our shop employees.
So you are open to taking candidates and being able to train them and having the opportunities to train?
Absolutely, we encourage it.
What are some of the benefits and wages to these positions?
The benefits and wages?
Yes.
So we have I think we're very competitive when it comes to wages. It's a broad range depending on the department that you're working in and the skill set. We have more entry-level positions, and our entry level could start at 15 to 17 or 18, depending on the experience the employee's coming in with. And then we go up quite a ways from there when you get into tool and die making or seasoned machine operator positions. We also have a bonus program where our employees are compensated via a monthly bonus based on the prior month's performance. And everyone in our company, everyone on our shop floor, everybody's bonus the same way. off the same numbers. So it kind of keeps us all focused on driving the same goals.
What are the hours like? Do you have first, second, third shift, or 8 to 5?
We're really flexible. We run a lot of different shifts. Our traditional first shift is 6 to 2:15. We actually, something unique that we did was we let the employees vote on their second break. Normally on an 8-hour shift, you would get 2 15-minute breaks and a half an hour unpaid lunch. We let our employees vote if they wanted that second break, and everybody said no, they didn't want it. They wanted to leave early, so we adjusted the schedule accordingly. But beyond that, we do run a first shift, we run a second shift, we run a third shift. We also run a rotation shift where you're off 3 to 4 days a week. And then we do customized shifts. If we have an employee that, if it can fit business needs and it works better for an employee, we really have no issue with kind of being flexible there.
So what is it like working at Hendrick Manufacturing, and what would you like to tell an interested job seeker if they were to apply?
I'll let you take
Let me
that.
take this one. I also want to mention that what John just said, I actually have a 19-month at home, and I talked to my direct supervisor and John, and they let me be flexible with my schedule so I can accommodate my family a little better. And that's kind of the stuff he was talking about, how great the company is, that aspect, which helped me out tremendously, helped my family out. Just little nice things like that I don't feel like you get other places, But working here, I love it. I really do. I have to say, I love it. My position, it's great because I'm always learning something. I'm always challenged. I was one of the guys that started here with zero knowledge of manufacturing. And I came in here and, John stuck me with a couple of good guys that trained me, and I started moving my way up. And that's a great thing about this company is that there's potential to move up. And if you're motivated, you can move up in this company, not very quickly, but when you learn, they compensate you for that. The more you know, and I like that about this place. But my job entails coming in, and it's always something new every day. But I stick on a machine a lot. I program a lot, so I'll receive an order, some drawings, blueprints, and I'll have to program them on my machine, and then I turn around and run it on my machine to get the final product. Right now, I'm doing. I do a lot of architectural work, like John was saying. I'm doing some panels for a building, but yeah, it's always something different for me. Also, since I'm the lead man, I do take some things off my supervisor's plate and make sure the guys are have what they need to do their job and make sure everything's going kind of smoothly out there. And just kind of like whatever my supervisor needs from me, I take care of it, But like I said before, for me, it's very a good job for me because I like to learn. I like to not do the same thing every day. I like to be challenged, and this company definitely offers that for me.
So as you mentioned, you had very little knowledge of manufacturing when you came in, and now you have so many roles, obviously. Did you learn these skill sets as you were working, and everyone just kind of helped you work your way up?
Yes.
Awesome. And how long have you been at the company for?
A little over 4 years.
So you've been able to accomplish that much in 4 years?
Yeah, I got put in some very, very good opportunities to succeed. Yes.
Great.
He had to do the work, and he did.
Good. I love to hear it. Anything else you would like to add?
In terms of,
company?
I do want to add just from earlier, we in terms of recruitment, we've added on various sign-on bonuses for employees, for new hires, that is, and we've really taken a look at our just retention in general and how can we make Hendrick a more marketable place and really a desirable place to work. We know there's a lot of options out there right now, and We want people to choose us, obviously. And, you know, maybe not from this sales pitch, but maybe from something else, you know, the work environment, the flexible shifts. And we ask our employees if there's anything else that we can do, you know, whether it's activities or bringing in food and doing food lunch meetings and all sorts of different little things that we do to just try and make it a more enjoyable in general to come to work.
That's great. How can an interested job seeker apply?
HendrickHiring.com. It's that simple. Or you're welcome to show up at our front door and get a resume or get a application from us then.
And what is your interview process like?
So generally we'll do a phone screen first,
Mhm.
and that'll be with HR, typically one-on-one HR and the applicant. And they'll go through some pretty basic interview questions, make sure that it's kind of a good fit on both sides. From there, we'll bring the applicant in to meet with the respective department leaders. So if it's a position out in the shop, they may meet with the supervisor, they may meet with the supervisor and a lead. From there, then, if they pass through that, they would meet me. And this can all happen in a day or two. You know, we're pretty expedient. We want to hire people, so when we find a good candidate, we don't want to pass them up, and we try to move things along rather quickly.
Well, thank you both for taking the time to join me today and telling me and our viewers a little bit more about Hendrick Manufacturing and what you guys do. I really appreciate it. If you are an interested job seeker, please head to hendrickmanufacturing.com. Jobs are also available on the Scranton Chamber's job board, as well as many more member business availabilities at scrantonchamber.com. If you're interested in a Workforce Wednesday session, please contact me at epetnato@scrantonchamber.com or call 342-7711, extension 138. Thank you both for joining me again, and to our viewers, hope to see you next week.
Thanks, Emily. Appreciate you having us.
Thank you, of course. Bye.